Welcome to the Toolhouse University. My name is Chip Paulson. This is our how-to series. The Toolhouse is your leader when it comes to assembly, error-proofing, material handling, and a whole lot more. Today we're going to be talking about how to set the torque on a mechanical pulse tool. Every day our salespeople get questioned on this particular subject, and we'd like to cover that with you so that you can ensure that you're getting the best torque actually on the application. So there's going to be a few things that we need in order to set this tool properly. First and foremost is what the torque that you're trying to get out of the tool is. You'll get that information from your engineering document. There's a lot of different options when it comes to these tools, different ranges. So by knowing the torque up front, we can select the right tool. The other important thing to know is whether that joint is a hard joint or soft joint, if we're going to need some kind of an offset head, swivel extension, and so on. So that's going to be important to know. Also, Panasonic in their manual gives you a rough graph on where to set the tool. So it's nice to have this with us. And then lastly, in order to make sure that we have the right torque left in the actual application, we're going to want to test that particular residual torque with some kind of a digital torque wrench. So in our example today, we're going to shoot for 50 Newton meters on the actual joint. We've taken a look at the chart from Panasonic, and we've determined that we need to roughly set it at a number 2 setting. So the way you do that is you actually pop the battery off the tool. You pop it back on. You're going to hold the light button and pull the trigger. Once you do that, you can see the display is flashing. From there, we're going to grab the remote control and we're going to increase the number by hitting the plus button, and then we're going to lock that value in by hitting the blue button. So now we've set the torque based upon the reference of the tool. This tool states that if you set it to a 2, you should roughly get 50 Newton meters. So that's what we'll try. From there, we're going to go ahead and run the tool. And the tool shuts off and we get a green light, so we know it was a good rundown. We're going to set the tool down. Now I've got a digital torque wrench where I've got our target set to 50. I've got our max set to 54 and our min set to 46. And we're going to go ahead and put that on the joint, and we're going to pull it in the tightening direction until we feel the fastener move. From there, you can see that we got a high torque, so we actually got 54.1, I believe it was. So we can make an adjustment. You always want to do a few rundowns just to be sure that you're in the ballpark. So we'll go ahead and run that again. Get a green light. Grab our wrench. And 54.8. So in this case, we're going to make an adjustment. So what we'll do is we'll pop the battery off, pop it back on, hit the light button, hit the trigger. Again, grab the remote. The remote should stay with your quality engineer or your maintenance engineer. And then we'll move that down to a 1. We'll hit the lock button. So now that I've changed the setting to a 1, we're going to repeat the process. Run it. Tool shuts off. We get a green light. Grab the digital torque wrench. And we've gotten a good torque. So we've taken you through the process on how to set up this tool. These tools are really good as general rundown assembly tools that shut off. They give great feedback to the operator. They're accurate to about plus or minus 10 to 15% accurate on the right joint. I'd recommend using these tools on a really consistent joint. If you have a hard joint and a soft joint, it varies quite a bit, then you may want to go to more of a direct drive type of tool. But for that general assembly where you need feedback, this is a really powerful tool to use. One other quick thing is if you can use an ergo socket, that's going to help transfer a lot more torque. And then also try to eliminate extensions if possible. Keep your sockets as short as you can. That's going to help out with the performance. So if you have future needs for this type of tool or anything assembly related, material handling related, please give us a call at the Tool House. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.